Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel and this is Bo. I am going to take you through a nice full body flow for strength and flexibility. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat. You could place your hands either in your lap or on your knees, but take a big inhale and lengthen through your spine. Maybe close your eyes, and with the exhale, you can let your chin start to fall down towards your collarbone, letting your head be heavy. Taking another breath in and lengthening through the spine. Exhale this time, let your shoulders fall from your ears. Take another inhale and let it go. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale to slowly roll your head over towards your right shoulder. Keep going till you feel that nice side stretch through the neck. Let your shoulders get heavy again. Take another inhale as you sit a little taller. Exhale. One more breath in. And use the exhale to roll your head slowly back down. Inhale, roll your head to the left side. Breathe. Allow yourself to settle in. Keeping the spine long, shoulders soft. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale. And use the exhale to gently bring the chin back down towards your collarbone. Let your head be heavy. Take another breath here. And with an inhale, you can start to lift your head, to lift your chin back up, just to that neutral place. And maybe roll your shoulders up towards your ears and pull them back and down. You can start to open up your eyes. Maybe take another shoulder roll. And then we're going to start to move and make our way onto our hands and knees into tabletop. Spreading the fingers wide. Bring your knees under your hips. Take an inhale. Drop your belly towards your mat. Maybe lifting the chin as well as the chest. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Pushing into the palms. Inhale, dropping the belly again. Lifting the chin, maybe the chest. Exhale as you round it out. Push into those palms. Give that tummy a squeeze. One more breath. Inhale, dropping the belly. And an exhale as you round. Take an inhale and find your way back into a nice neutral spine. Tuck your toes if they aren't already. And find your way in to downward facing dog. Awesome work, you guys. Taking a few moments here to maybe pedal your feet a few times. Moving a little bit or finding stillness in your downward dog if that's what works and feels good for you in this moment. Just take a couple nice big breaths in and out. Just letting go of your day. Nice work, you guys. Take an inhale and start to look forwards. Exhale as you walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale as you lift halfway, lengthening through the spine. And an exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach up, look up maybe. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, take your half lift. Exhale, let's fold, plant your hands and take the left foot back all the way into a lunge. And you can place your back knee down on your mat, maybe even untuck those back toes. Heel toe your front foot to the right side of your mat for lizard. Bring your hands under your shoulders, soften your hips. You can keep your back knee down, or you could tuck those toes and pick your back knee up if you wanted to wake up the body a little more. But either way, whether the knee is lifted or not, let the hips get heavy. Awesome work, you guys. If you did lift the back knee, gentle as you place it back down. Untuck those back toes. We're going to heel toe our front foot over all the way to the left side. Laying down the shin. Scooch that heel a little closer to your left hip if you need to. Take an inhale. Lift through the chest, pigeon. Stay lifted, or an exhale to fold forwards. Nice work, you guys. Soften your shoulders for a moment. Relax that front leg. Feel that nice glute and outer hip stretch for that right side. And just as you start to get comfy, or maybe not, use an inhale and lift your upper body. Plant your hands. We're going to tuck our back toes and find our way into downward facing dog. So push, step, move your way all the way into downward dog in any way that works for you. Once you do get there, take a couple big breaths. Inhale, exhale. Maybe move a little bit. Maybe be still. Just breathe. Awesome, you guys. You can walk your feet together. Taking an inhale, we're going to lift our right foot up. And I want you to look towards the top of your mat as best you can. And look to the outside of that right hand. That's where our right foot is going to go. So big inhale and an exhale to bring that right foot all the way beside and to the outside of that right hand. If it doesn't get there, that is completely fine. Take your time. Get that right foot to the edge of your mat. Drop your back knee. We're in our lizard again. You can stay on your hands. You can even lift that back knee up if you want to. But we're going to add a twist. So the left hand, it might come out to the left side a little bit more. Take an inhale, turn your chest to the right. If it's too much to have the back knee lifted, keep it down. Soften the hips. Pull that right shoulder back just a little more. Twist. Awesome, you guys. Stay for an inhale and use the exhale to come back. Plant your hands, move that left one in under your shoulder, tuck your back toes, lift your knee if you can, and we're going to push and step and find our way back into down dog. Beautiful, you guys. Nice work. Take an inhale and look forwards. Exhale, walk, step, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reach up, maybe look up. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Big inhale, reaching up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands. We're going to take our right foot back this time, just that right foot, setting up a lunge. You might drop that back knee so that you can heel toe your foot to the left side this time. Setting up our lizard, not going for the twist with this one though, just keeping both hands down. Maybe you want to play around with lifting that back knee. Maybe that is not for you. It is just an option. Breathe wherever you are. Feel those hips. Let them be heavy. Nice, you guys. If you do have your back knee lifted, gracefully place it down, untuck those back toes. Let's start to heel toe our front foot over to the right side, all the way over. Heel toe until you're able to lay down the shin and scooch around to just that front leg. Find your center. Take an inhale, lift the chest, and an exhale to tip forwards if you want to tip forwards. Awesome work, you guys. Just as you get comfy, once again, take an inhale, start to lift back up. Planting your hands, tucking your back toes. We're going to do what we got to do to find downward facing dog. So a nice big push. Find your way there. Take a couple breaths. Maybe pedal the feet. Maybe rock forwards and back a few times. Just breathe though. Nice, you guys. You can walk your feet together when you're ready. And inhale to lift the left foot up a bit. Looking forwards if you can. Look to the outside of that left hand. We're going to try to get that left foot there. So big inhale. Use the exhale to bring that left foot all the way, or as close as you can get it, to that left hand. Gentle as you place your knee down, untuck your back toes maybe, and set up your lizard. Nice, you guys. From here, you might lift that back knee if you want to lift it, but we're going to take the twist if you want it. The right hand can come to the edge of the mat. Use an inhale to turn your chest to the left. And maybe just take that left shoulder back just a little more. Nice, you guys. One more inhale. And using the exhale to come back and plant your hands. Bring the right one in so they're both under your shoulders. Tuck the back toes maybe. Lift the knee and push your way back into downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. A nice big breath in. And then use the exhale when you're ready to bring your knees down. Untuck your toes, send your hips back towards your heels. You could slide your knees out wide, child's pose, or you could keep your knees a little closer together, resting your arms at your sides and just wiggle those fingertips. Maybe even wiggle your toes. Take a big breath in and out. Slow down. Awesome work, you guys. When you feel good, you can start to lift your forehead. Just use an inhale. Lift your upper body. You can cross your ankles and have a seat. Maybe planting the feet, bringing your knees together. Give yourself a little hug. A little rock side to side maybe. And then we're going to make our way down onto our backs. Coming all the way down. Feet to the floor still, but maybe walk your feet a little bit closer to your hips. And if you want to do a couple rocks side to side. Massaging the low back, go for it. And then if your heels are lifted, let's just drop them back down and heel toe our feet out to the edges of our mat or as wide as is comfortable. And we're going to let our knees fall together. I just want you to notice what your feet are doing though. Maybe your toes are pointing inwards a little bit. Maybe they're pointing outwards a little bit. You might want to point them inwards a little bit. Or you might want to keep them as they are if your knees feel good. But your knees might fall a little closer together if you just kind of turn the toes in a little, heels out a little. Help those hips just rotate inwards. Just taking these next few moments. Send the low back into your mat a little more. Maybe resting your hands on your tummy to just feel the rise and fall of the breath. And with our knees together right now, just slowly start to open them up and let your toes turn outwards a little bit. You might take your hands off your tummy and rest them at your sides. We're going to lift our hips up, keeping the feet wide, the knees wide. Use an inhale, push into your feet, and just lift your hips. Taking another inhale, and using the exhale, gently place your hips all the way back down on your mat. Send that low back down to the floor a little more, maybe even lift your heels. Do a little rock side to side if it feels good. And then you can start to walk your feet back in. Maybe even bring your knees in towards your chest if you want to do a couple more rocks side to side, massaging the low back. And then eventually letting your feet find the floor again. And maybe even sending the legs out long. Resting your arms at your sides. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Just allow your body to start to find some stillness. Letting go of any control or effort you've been putting into the breath. And as always, I encourage you to stay here in Savasana for as long as you have time for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy your day, and until next time, namaste.